Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So, we're gonna continue on with obtaining the Fey treasures that have sealed their king. And, fantastically, I just got the low battery alert on my controller. Good time. Urianger is telling us to not overdo it when we help these guys out. So it's supposed to be even Stevens with giving them patronage. Okay. Now, since last time, I said I was going to get all 5 of his jobs to 74, but really starting to feel the EXP add up by leveling all these multiple jobs. So we're probably going to drop Samurai off of the bus, at least for now. I might level it, I might change my mind, but for now it's back burner priority. Just because the quest EXP for the main storyline is not gonna... I don't think it will keep up with it at all. And if you divide the 1.2 million we're getting per quest line across multiple jobs, it becomes apparent that, you know, like, we're only getting like 300k per job, which, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. But, like, I mean, we will run out of main storyline experience. There's no way we can get every job up just on that alone, so. I actually get to do roulettes on Clyde again. And I don't know, if I reach my EXP goals with the 4 priority jobs, then I'll use whatever's left on Samurai, or maybe I'll use Samurai to, like, try to level trusts or something. And, we'll see. As far as what I got for getting each class to level 74, at least for Dark Knight, we got Dark Side Mastery, and it turns Edge of Shadow and Flood of Shadow into, or Darkness, I guess, rather. Yeah, Flood of Darkness and Edge of Darkness into Flood of Shadow and Edge of Shadow. Basically, it adds like 150 potency to Edge and just 50 potency to Flood. Yeah, so more damage. Use Flood whenever there's 2 targets or more, and Edge whenever it's single target. Simple, simple. Such as Tank's life. Two? Word. I wasn't really paying attention, so I'm glad I guessed that right. Although we only killed 2 of the things, so, like, I guess if we'd pick the other options, it'd be like, well, you have 2 legs, give me the 2 legs, you idiot. He is Gyuf, huh? How the fuck do you say these names? Words were hard enough already. Rargle bargle. Spotless breeze sounds like a Rogadine. Oh, except you're an Ellison. You still look pretty, so that's good. So, I don't know how many of you watch other YouTubers. I would assume that you do. I know Colby does. And honestly, I would hope that you do, because YouTube is a wonderful source of entertainment. And there are many, 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 many YouTubers that put out far higher quality content than what I'm putting out. But for me, this is a hobby, not my life, so... Maybe someday I'll put more effort in. When I have the time and the actual hardware to do so. And the inclination. And the work ethic. And the skill set. And all the rest of the stuff that makes good YouTubers good YouTubers. But, Frederick Knudsen, or whatever, however you say his last name, the guy who does Down the Rabbit Hole documentaries, he put out a 2-hour documentary on Deep Blue versus Garry Kasparov. Back, you know, the first computer to beat a world chess champion, you know. And, it was incredibly good. Like, TV level documentary, you know. I'm wondering if Frederick Knudsen is gonna get approached to do other documentaries by, like, National Geographic and, like, other, like, I don't know, you know, shows that do documentaries and, you know, get wonderfully paid or something, or get sponsored. So that, I mean, because, like, he's only got 856,000 subscribers, which, in terms of good YouTubers, like, that's pretty freaking good. But it's also, like, you know, there's plenty out there who have millions, so it's like, he's not quite to a million yet. He should be, though. Like, the quality of his stuff is just tremendous. That's the kind of thing I watch, and I think to myself, whenever my brain rattles around to, man, this is a really high-quality piece of work. And I think about what I'm uploading, and it's just like, man, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Uh-huh. I upload stuff. Yep. Oh, dear God. Sometimes it's discouraging to see so many people, like, way better work ethics with way better, you know, content, way better everything. Like, you just... You know, just like, why would anyone watch my hour-long Let's Play videos when they could watch, you know, an expert-level documentary, like, or an expert-level, you know, something else, or you know, beautiful woman talking about politics. Wow, what the fuck? Damn me! Okay, let's see, what can we get rid of? That's one thing. It's two things. It's three things. 4, 5... 6... 7... Yeah, we're never going back to Eureka, so... At least not that far back to you. We won't get rid of those lockboxes. We can always turn those in. We'll keep the protein stuff, because we can... Maybe I'll want some dyed AF for glamour purposes randomly at some point in my life. Sorry about this. I should have managed my inventory before I started recording. That should be enough for me to not care for a few quests. Aw, you're reminded of the old days. Groon's licked, huh? Filbertites sound like they're frickin' German or something. Like the Württemberg province in Germany. Have I ever mentioned the embarrassing story about how, like, when I was in nuke school in the Navy, the captain of the command was known for having German family and being German, of German descent. And they were from the Black Forest region and such. And I got all excited because I remembered my parents had gone to Germany in like 2008 or whatever and had a great time. And they'd gone all throughout the Württemberg province and the Black Forest and other places, you know, looking at our ancestors. Lawless ones took his invisible ink, huh? Can't make his arcane wares, huh? Turn their backs on our values, huh? So in other words, they've become like normal Fae. What is it now, Minfilia? Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, you did the entire Don Meg dungeon with me. Why not? We've wiped together. That makes us friends. Ish. Yeah, before the what was I saying? Württemberg province, parents, 2008, something. Ah, yes. So I'm all excited because it's 2012, late 2012, and my class got selected by the review board to for the captain to have lunch with. And the entire point of the captain having lunch with a class was to sort of gauge what students thought of the program. And not necessarily exceptional students, but just average, run-of-the-mill students, or students who, that seem to represent both the highs and lows. Like the class itself is average across like the 1,200 person greater, graduating class of the nuke school. And that was our class. We got picked. And so our class had to select, I think it was, like 12. Like it wasn't the whole class because they just wanted, it's too many people. So our class leader had to pick like 10 people or some crap. I was one of the ones that got selected. I don't remember why. And it was funny because it was the second time I had been selected to eat with the captain. In my A school class had also been selected, and it was completely different students except for me. And in that lunch, I had been all excited about meeting the captain and discussing our German history, and I couldn't remember the name of the Württemberg province. So I told him that my ancestors were from Prague, which is, I think it's like close to the German border, but it's actually in the Czech Republic. So like, he's just like, he got this, look on his face like the entire time I was talking, when he had invited me to speak, because like he says, anyone got any commentary on such and such, and like, speak your minds or whatever, and it doesn't have to be about class or whatever, you can ask me anything. So I asked about his family. I'd heard the German things. I was like, well, my family's from Prague, so we're both German. He's like, that's in the Czech Republic, and he just looked at me like I was a moron, and I felt like a moron. And but I had meant like my parents had gone to the Black Forest, like they'd gone to the Württemberg province. At least I think that's where the Black Forest is. I know they went to Württemberg, but see, I'm already second guessing myself now. Like I have to look this up like right now, or else I'm gonna go crazy. Also, these aren't the same model as the Porksies in Final Fantasy XI, but in Final Fantasy XI they came out with Porksies like 2015, 2016, and Rhapsodies of Vana'diel expansion. At least Porxies are much cuter. The Porxies in 11 are like big, fat, and ugly. But adorable in their own way because, you know, they look silly. Well, let's see. More time getting aggroed by stuff here than... Black Forest. Yeah, Mountain Range here. Look at this. Yeah. Range in the state of Baden-Württemberg, Southwest Germany. Yeah, so. I don't know how I got Prague out of that when I was 19 or whatever. No, I was 21 actually. No, I was 22. Fuck. But I was I was young and stupid, and well, not stupid, but just I was excited, and yeah, that was my first lunch with the captain. My second lunch with the captain was a lot more tense, though, because I pissed him off. I didn't mean to, either. He went around the table asking each of us, you know, what is your favorite thing about this program in regards to the naval nuclear program? And somebody, like most people were just like, oh, I just love how it's challenging, or I love what I'm learning, or you know, it's the subject matter is interesting, etc., etc. It's just giving, you know, these can-packed answers they know that the captain is gonna, you know, just smile and nod at, and dismiss because they don't really matter, but they're generally good. And it gets to me, and all I said was, well, you know, as a student who failed my first comprehensive exam back in A school, I was glad that the program isn't one and done, and that I got a second chance. I like that the program gives second chances for me to, you know, really pony up and you know, prove that I'm not incompetent. And man, this like triggered him like crazy.
Goodness. There you are.
Oh,
those Mimo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
I see you use daggers. You any good with them?
Thancred taught me, but I'm still a novice.
So no.
The Minfilius before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army. But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps. I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight. Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens. I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me. Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minfilia.
Shock. Ah.
Once, we journeyed to Nabatha Reng together. To the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood. As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then... I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you. Because I knew that was what she wanted. But now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do. Was I meant to tell you something or bring you to someone or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach. What is that?
Spooky.
Why? Why did you imprison us? Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair. Come. Come and play with us.
This would have been great to upload on Halloween.
It came from the castle.
Unfortunately, I didn't really remember it. I'm not really bothered by that sort of spooky scene, but...
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Nemo. I will bear word to Thancred and the others.
Hey, we still gotta get the crystal slippers from the Amaro, so... This is just trying to whet our appetites to make us push through all this busy work shit. Now, let's just tell it back to Pletany so that, save a little bit of time. But yeah, so... I triggered the captain. He thought I was, like, purposely, like, stabbing, like, a knife in the program, like, saying that, you know, that it was shitty, that, like, it wasn't, it had no standards because I was allowed to get through or something. Or maybe that's what, like, came to mind. He's like, because his response was, this program has a standard and you will be held to it. And I was like, why did that bother him so much? He got, like, red in the face mad about that. And then what was even funnier was, well, funny in retrospect, but at the time it was frightening. Because, you know, this guy is like an 06. And, I think he'd been in long enough to go up for 07 if, you know, he could get the board to approve the rank up, which would make him an admiral. But, did I remember ranks right? Captain is 06, right? Let's see, it goes... The Navy, it goes Lieutenant, Lieutenant Commander, Commander, yeah, Captain, yeah, okay. But, I can't remember exactly what the next guy in line asked, but he asked a serious question about, like... I think academic review boards or something? Because he was all concerned about the idea that, like, they do a random academic award on a randomly selected student from the class, and it's the only information we had on it was that it's someone who's randomly who's around the middle of the class, like it's like not exactly 50th percentile, but like, you know, maybe 52nd or maybe 48th or something, you know. And but it could be anyone. Ooh. And he asked about that, and for some reason that triggered the captain further, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but he got tired of the lunch and he decided to just stop and leave. And dismissed us. I'm going through the dialogue too fast. I'm a little kind of sorry, but he was just telling us a little bit about Titania and giving us the scepter, because now we're done with the new Mo. Titania is not a name, but a title, bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by the grace of nature. The leader upon Ilmeg's founding arose as the ruler of all Fae folk to bring order to our riotous kind. In turn, we Fae folk render our blessing unto nature, unto water, wood, and wind, so that our king might be further empowered. Though they become a sin eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, and none here would blame you for it, you are welcome to remain among us a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I will have next have the chance. We would see that you were comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home. Honestly, I look away for one moment. Every fairy and her nuncle tries to steal my sapling from me. This is my sapling, mine, do you hear? Not yours, and not the Fweth's, and anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce him will wish they hadn't. I can't do her crazy voice at all, but I like it. Capable of speech, huh? Very well. Seto, huh? Seto Kaiba? No, wait, no. No way, it's Seto Kaiba. It's an Amuro. This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, great, look, we can just teleport to Wallickdorf. Or Wollickdorf, or Wollickdorf, or however you say it. Amuro, an Amuro named Nimbus. An Amuro doing hippie hops on ruins. This is the big guy, enormous Amuro, huh? Well, he is pretty big. He's got like horns. Mog, are you serious? We just got told the name like 2 seconds ago. Why would we forget it? I mean, Clyde is a blockhead, but he's not that much of a blockhead. Ardbert? Oh, forgive me, I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Did I hear you aright? You desired the crystal shoes, that you may confront the Light Warden? No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the Light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends, let us leave him with his thoughts. It is harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And a little wonder, it is the first time thou hast set foot here. It would behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think. And there is no surer way than to speak with its members. In such wise... Such wise? Are you serious? You will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye, seek out the Amuro, and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of a greeting. They like being pet? A boot, scoot, boogie. Honestly, I'm surprised my controller hasn't died yet. It should be dying any minute now, so. It's like touching a cloud. Quite familiar with humans, huh? Oh, okay, so we remind him of Ardbert for some reason, and he doesn't want Ardbert to die again. I suppose. Oh, right, I'm supposed to pet him. Good thing I like petting Lalafels, and that's one of my favorite emotes. Knight of Vobert, huh? Died fighting the Sin Eaters. Might as well grab this Ether Current. Hey, that's not the pet emote. Oh. They respond to other emotes? Oh, no, don't do it again! Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, come on. Just pet the damn thing. Never had a mastered, huh? Bred to be fond of men, huh? Mage of Ronka, huh? That's a Final Fantasy V reference. Sworn oath, huh? Petted them, yeah. Yep. Very well. Should I tell him about the time I whooped Ardbert's ass? Because I will totally tell him about the time I whooped Ardbert's ass. Well, it is to save the world. But I'm gonna go do what no one else can. Because supposedly no one else could do it, even though Minfilia could absorb the light as well. Clearing to the east, huh? You're gonna lure him out, huh? Very well. Man, I can't wait to get my own Amuro mount. I'm so close. 3 jobs away on my main character. 3 jobs away. Though I gotta admit, I don't really like playing Dancer too much. Like, it's not just its animations being too big and crazy, it's also the fact that, like, it's basically the same 2 buttons over and over again on single targets, and you do get some procs that change up the button presses a little bit sometimes, but it's not fun. For me, anyway. I was born ready, baby. Forgiven cowardice, huh? Bears! Administration, attack bears! Now you're putting the whole station in jeopardy. At the beginning of Shadowbringers, once I finished the main story, I would come back to Ilmeg just to sit and listen to the daytime music. I did that for like the first 2 months of Shadowbringers. Later on, I became really fond, and I'm still fond of the Calusia daytime theme once you've saved the world. Spoiler alert, we're going to save the world, but favor, huh? A while ago, I fought senators who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all places that it should fall, it was Long Mirror Lake. We Amuro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fwath, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving the treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you could be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Well, at least we can teleport back. It'd be nice if we could have flying already. But we can't. So we don't. So we won't. Yeah, the music for the zones in this expansion really blew me out of the water. I think it's honestly the best zone music that they've come up with so far in the game. None of it is similar, it's all different. So each zone has its own unique musical style, which is something very reminiscent of Final Fantasy XI. And tracks loop pretty much endlessly and seamlessly. There's a nighttime and a daytime theme, so you get 12 total themes. Although I think in the final zone, the mystery zone, and rather than a daytime and nighttime theme, it's like the northern half of the zone has a theme, and the southern half of the zone has a theme. So that was pretty interesting. And we'll get to that soon enough. Well, not for like another, I don't know, 15, maybe 16 recordings, I'd say. At least I want to say, I'll say 16 recordings. If each recording is a full hour. Yeah, I'll say that. Probably wrong. It's probably more than that, but that's what I'm saying, damn it. I think this medallion is in the church, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see if this is it, but I'm pretty sure it's in that church over there. Somehow. Dropped it in the lake and it fell through the dilapidated underwater church. Fairly certain. Fairly certain. But maybe I'm thinking of a side quest. Maybe I am thinking of a side quest. Nope, I was not thinking of a side quest. Sweet! To Woolikdorf. Woo! Yeah, baby, yeah! They're back together. They must have different dialogue. Fear some more. Is everything all right? Golden medallion. Despite its age and prolonged submersion, this golden medallion has retained its luster. Or still retains its luster. Whatever. Words are hard.
My medallion! You found it!
Oh, he gets a voice actor.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul.
Ardbert?
He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young. In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Ardbert, and he was my friend.
I've kicked his ass once.
Ardbert, thou sayest.
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear. And so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place.
Is it the same voice actor that voiced the fucking Ishgardian Pope back in Heavensward? I think it is.
Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Woof.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so.
Word.
Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
So, if we have like a same or similar soul to Ardbert, then maybe that's the blessing of light? Or either that, or we kicked our own ass when we kicked Ardbert's ass.
Terrible trouble!
Oh, is that so?
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
Well, I mean...
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Wouldn't you want to keep her away from Ranjit as far as possible? You could send her with Clyde. She'd probably be fine. Heck, Alice and Alphino came with me to slay Titan once. They didn't do any of the battling, and they didn't get underfoot. Seems legit. Now, I think we got about 8 or 9 minutes left in the recording. Possibly less. But we should be able to get to and unlock the trial at the very least. And we won't be doing that today, but... no. Can open the next video with it. And that'll pretty much be... I think the first half of the next video will pretty much be the end of the Ilmig section of Shadowbringers. And after that, we'll have our Crystarium wind down and what's next sort of thing. And then we'll have the Raktika Greatwood, because we'll sally forth to find Mrs. Bitchy Catgirl. Why we haven't already called her to help us, I don't know, but it wasn't in the script, so. Besides, she has to have some sort of dramatique entrance, you know, because she's the fan favorite. The old era bridge, huh? You got monsters called Fukas here. There's like one enunciation away from Fucka. Or Fuker. Fucker. Real pretty castle entryway and stuff. Destination. The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring it into our king's torment, it is you. Oh, so it's going to be a mercy killing, huh? Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fae folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Seems legit. The Dancing Plague now accessible. Huh. Well. I think I'll stop it here. Just gonna have to remember to trim the video later. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a good day. Next time we'll enter the Dancing Plague and kill Titania. Until then.